God says, "Listen carefully, my beloved soul, not with fear, not with doubt, but with a calm and open heart, because this moment has come to you for a reason, and there is something quietly unfolding in your life that you may not fully see yet, something subtle, something meaningful, something that is not here to disturb you, but to guide you towards a deeper understanding of your path." There are times when life begins to shift in ways that are not immediately visible, when changes begin behind the scenes, when certain things start aligning without your direct effort, and you may not notice it right away because you are focused on what is in front of you, but that does not mean nothing is happening, it simply means the process is unfolding in silence. You have been moving through your life with questions, with uncertainties, and with moments where you wondered if things are really changing or if everything is staying the same, and God says that even when it feels like nothing is happening, there are always movements taking place beneath the surface, movements that are preparing you, shaping you, and guiding you step by step towards something that will make more sense when the time is right. Not everything is meant to be revealed all at once, because some things require patience, some things require growth, and some things require you to trust without seeing the full picture immediately. There may have been moments when you felt stuck, moments when you felt like you were waiting for something to change, and that waiting may have made you question your direction, your decisions, or even yourself, but God says that waiting is not wasted time, it is a period of preparation, a space where things are being arranged in ways that you cannot yet fully understand. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean progress is not happening, it simply means it is happening in a way that requires your trust more than your control. My beloved soul, there is also something within you that is beginning to awaken, a sense of awareness, a quiet feeling that something is shifting, and you may not be able to explain it clearly, but you can feel it, and that feeling is important because it is your inner self recognizing that you are moving into a new phase, a phase where things will begin to make more sense, where clarity will replace confusion, and where you will start to see connections that you could not see before. You are not being left in uncertainty, you are being guided through it, step by step, moment by moment, and everything that is happening right now is contributing to your growth in ways that are real and meaningful. God says that you do not need to rush to understand everything, you do not need to force clarity, you simply need to stay present, stay open, and trust that what is unfolding is happening in your favor, even if it does not yet look the way you expected. There is also a gentle reminder for you, my beloved soul, that you do not need to fear the unknown, because the unknown is not here to harm you, it is here to expand you, to help you step into a version of yourself that is more aware, more confident, and more aligned with your true path. When you stop seeing uncertainty as something negative and start seeing it as part of your growth, you begin to move through life with more peace and less resistance. So take a moment right now, breathe slowly, and allow yourself to feel this sense of calm, because what is happening in your life right now is not something to worry about, it is something to observe, something to understand, and something to trust. You are being guided, even in ways you cannot fully see yet, and everything that is unfolding is leading you towards something that will eventually become clear. God says, "Listen carefully, my beloved soul, because what is unfolding in your life right now is not random, it is a quiet alignment that is taking place step by step, even when you are not fully aware of it, even when you feel like nothing has changed, even when it seems like you are still in the same place, because the truth is, change does not always announce itself loudly, it often moves silently, shaping your path, adjusting your direction, and preparing you for something that you are slowly growing into. You may have been looking for clear signs, for obvious answers, for something that tells you exactly what is happening, but God says that not everything is meant to be revealed in a direct way, because sometimes the most important transformations happen within you before they appear around you. There are moments when you feel a shift inside, a subtle difference in how you think, how you react, or how you see certain situations, and you may not give it much attention because it feels small, but God says that these small changes are the beginning of something much bigger. They are signs that your awareness is expanding, that your understanding is deepening, and that you are slowly stepping into a new level of clarity that will guide your future decisions. Growth is not always dramatic, it is often quiet, consistent, and gradual, and it builds over time until one day you look back and realize how much has changed within you. You may have also noticed that certain things in your life no longer feel the same, certain thoughts no longer hold the same weight, certain situations no longer affect you in the same way, and this can feel confusing at times because you are not sure why this shift is happening, but God says that this is a natural part of your journey. It is a sign that you are outgrowing certain patterns, certain perspectives, and certain ways of thinking that no longer align with who you are becoming. Letting go of old ways is not always easy, but it is necessary for you to move forward into something better. My beloved soul, there is also a process of realignment happening around you. Even if you cannot see it clearly yet, things are being adjusted, paths are being redirected, and situations are being shaped in ways that will eventually bring you closer to where you need to be. You may feel like you are waiting, like things are taking longer than expected, like nothing is moving as quickly as you want, but God says that timing is not something you need to control, it is something you need to trust, because everything is unfolding at the right pace, not too fast, not too slow, but exactly as it needs to. There is a deeper message in this moment, and it is about awareness, about paying attention not just to what is happening outside of you, but to what is happening within you, because your inner world is where the real change begins. When your thoughts become clearer, when your emotions become more balanced, and when your perspective becomes more open, your outer world begins to reflect those changes in ways that you may not have expected before. This is why it is important for you to stay connected with yourself, to observe your thoughts without judgment, and to remain present in each moment instead of constantly searching for answers in the future. You are not being left in uncertainty. You are being guided through a process that is helping you become more aligned, more aware, and more prepared for what is ahead, and even though you may not see the full picture yet, you are already moving in the right direction. God says that trust is not about having all the answers, it is about continuing to move forward even when you do not, it is about believing that what is unfolding is happening for your growth, not against it. So stay calm, my beloved soul, stay open, and allow yourself to move with this process instead of resisting it, because everything that is happening right now is leading you towards a clearer understanding, a stronger version of yourself, and a path that will make more sense with time. God says, listen carefully, my beloved soul, because as you continue on this path, something within you is becoming clearer, not in a loud or sudden way, but in a calm and steady way that slowly changes how you see yourself, how you see your life, and how you understand the situations around you. You may not have noticed it fully yet, but your awareness is growing, your perspective is shifting, and the way you respond to things is beginning to transform in a way that is more peaceful, more balanced, and more aligned with who you are becoming. This is not something that happens overnight, it is something that develops gradually as you allow yourself to stay present and open. There are moments when you pause and reflect, when you look at your life from a slightly different angle, and you begin to see patterns that you did not notice before, patterns in your thoughts, patterns in your reactions, and patterns in the way you have been approaching certain situations. God says that this awareness is powerful, because once you begin to see these patterns, you are no longer controlled by them, you have the ability to change them, to respond differently, and to create a new direction for yourself. That feels more calm and intentional. You may also feel that certain things are no longer meant for you, certain habits, certain ways of thinking, or even certain environments may start to feel different, and this can sometimes create a sense of confusion because you are not sure why these changes are happening, but God says that this is a natural part of growth, it is a sign that you are evolving, that you are moving beyond what once felt comfortable, and that you are stepping into something that is more aligned with your current state of awareness. Growth often requires you to release what no longer fits, even if it once felt familiar. My beloved soul, there is also a deeper sense of clarity that is beginning to form within you, a quiet understanding that you do not need to rush your journey, that you do not need to force answers, and that you do not need to control every outcome. You are learning to trust the process, to allow things to unfold naturally, and to accept that not everything needs to be figured out immediately. This kind of trust brings a sense of peace that cannot be created through control, it comes from within, from your willingness to let go of unnecessary pressure. You may notice that your thoughts are becoming less overwhelming, that you are able to step back and observe situations instead of immediately reacting to them, and this is a sign that you are gaining a deeper connection with yourself. God says that when you create space between your thoughts and your reactions, you give yourself the opportunity to choose how you respond, and that choice is where your power lies. You are no longer reacting out of habit, you are responding with awareness, and that changes everything. There is also a shift happening in the way you feel about your future. You may still have questions, you may still have uncertainties, but there is a part of you that feels more calm about it, more accepting of the unknown, and more open to what is coming next. God says that this is a sign of trust, not blind trust, but a deep inner understanding that you are being guided, that you are not moving aimlessly, and that everything you are experiencing is part of a larger process that is shaping your path. As you continue to move forward, you will begin to see that things start to align in ways that you did not expect, opportunities will appear, clarity will increase, and situations that once felt confusing will begin to make more sense. But this does not happen because you forced it, it happens because you allowed yourself to grow, to become more aware, and to stay open to the process instead of resisting it. So stay present, my beloved soul, stay connected with yourself, and continue to trust what is unfolding, because you are not lost, you are not stuck, you are simply in a phase of transformation, a phase where everything is being adjusted, refined, and aligned to guide you towards something better, something clearer, and something that will feel right when the time comes. God says, listen carefully, my beloved soul, because now you are arriving at a point where everything you have been feeling, everything you have been noticing, and everything that has been quietly shifting within you is beginning to come together in a way that feels more clear, more calm, and more meaningful. This is not a sudden change, it is the result of everything that has been happening beneath the surface, every small realization, every moment of awareness, and every step you have taken without even realizing how much it was shaping you. You may look at yourself and feel like you are still the same, but deep inside, something has changed, something has become more steady, more grounded, and more aware than before. There is a new sense of understanding growing within you, a quiet clarity that allows you to see your life differently, not as something that needs to be controlled at every moment, but as something that can be experienced with patience and trust. You are beginning to realize that not everything needs an immediate answer, not every situation needs to be solved right away, and not every uncertainty needs to be feared. God says that this understanding is what brings peace, because when you release the need to control everything, you create space for things to naturally align in the right way. You may also notice that your reactions are changing. Situations that once felt overwhelming now feel more manageable, thoughts that once felt heavy now pass more easily, and emotions that once stayed with you for a long time now begin to settle more quickly. This is not because your life has suddenly become perfect, but because you have changed the way you interact with your experiences. God says that this is true growth, not the absence of challenges, but the ability to face them with a calm and balanced mind. My beloved soul, there is also a sense of direction that is beginning to form, even if it is not fully clear yet. You may feel a gentle pull towards certain choices, certain paths, or certain ideas, and while you may not fully understand why, there is something within you that feels right about it. God says that this is your inner guidance becoming stronger, this is your awareness helping you move in a direction that aligns with who you are becoming, and the more you trust it, the clearer it will become. There is no need to rush this process, no need to force decisions, and no need to worry about getting everything perfect, because your journey is not about perfection, it is about alignment. It is about becoming more connected with yourself, and it is about allowing your path to unfold in a way that feels natural and true. You are learning to move with life instead of against it, to trust the timing instead of resisting it, and to accept each moment as part of a larger process that is guiding you forward. You may also begin to feel a deeper sense of calm, a quiet confidence that does not come from external validation, but from within you, from your understanding, from your awareness, and from your trust in the process. God says that this kind of confidence is powerful, because it does not depend on circumstances, it stays with you regardless of what is happening around you. It allows you to remain steady even when things are uncertain, and it helps you move forward without fear. As you continue on your path, remember that you are not behind, you are not lost, and you are not missing anything. You are exactly where you need to be, experiencing exactly what you need to experience in order to grow, to understand, and to become the person you are meant to be. Everything that has happened, everything that is happening, and everything that will happen is part of your journey, and it is all contributing to your development in ways that are real and meaningful. So take a moment now, breathe slowly, and allow yourself to feel this sense of calm and clarity within you, because this is what you have been moving towards, not a perfect life, but a peaceful mind, not a life without questions, but a life where you are no longer afraid of them. You are becoming more aware, more balanced, and more aligned with yourself, and that is something valuable, something real, and something that will continue to guide you as you move forward. If this message made you feel even a little more calm and connected, take a moment and comment, "I trust this process," as a small step towards accepting your journey with peace. And if you feel that someone else might need this kind of understanding today, share this message with them, because sometimes the right words at the right moment can bring a sense of clarity that someone has been searching for in silence.